Good morning, dear children. As displayed on your screen, our topic for today is from your English grammar book, chapter 17, Transitive and Intransitive Verbs. So, before starting with the chapter, let us do a quick revision of verbs about what you know. So, the very first question that comes your way is, what is a verb? Yes, in general, you can say that there can be no sentences without verbs, right? A verb tells us what a person or thing does, means about the action, and also what is done to a person or when that thing has been done, or what a person or thing is. Like what a person or thing does means a plumber repairs pipe. So a plumber, what he does, he repairs pipe. Means second, what is done to a person. The girl was scolded by her grandfather. What was done to that girl? She was being scolded. Now third, what a person or thing is means what a person or thing is. I am a teacher. Right? What I am? I am a teacher. The tiger is a magnificent animal. What is a tiger? It is a magnificent animal. So repairs, was scolded, is. These all are verbs which tells us about what a person or thing does, what is done to a person, or what a person or thing is. Right? So now let's start about transitive and intransitive verb. Now, what are transitive and intransitive verb? So now let's read these sentences. There are two sentences that I am going to read in front of you. So listen very carefully what the sentence says. The first sentence is, the young boy broke the toy. The first sentence is, the young boy broke the toy, and the second is, I cried bitterly. Okay, so now let's see. In the first sentences, the action expressed by the verb broke. If the sentence only stated that the young boy broke, will it make any sense? No. You will be wondering what the young boy broke, right? That is the reason why one more thing has been added. The toy means the young boy broke the toy. Means here the action which is expressed by the verb broke passes over from the subject boy to the object toy. Means the young boy broke the toy. What did the boy break? It broke the toy. He broke the toy. So now the sentence will not make complete sense without the object, right? If I only said the young boy broke, did it make any sense? No. But when I said the young boy broke the toy, it made complete sense, right? So in such a way, a verb which requires an object to complete its sense is called a transitive verb. So what is transitive verb? A verb that requires an object to make a complete sense is known to be as transitive verb. Okay, now second sentence that I read to you was, I cried bitterly. Even if I say I cried, you will understand that I cried, but bitterly it is just there for how I cried, to explain the manner, the way. So in the second sentence, the action, it stops with the subject. So the verb in itself makes complete sense. Cried, I cried. So a verb which does not require an object to complete its sense is called to be an intransitive verb. Okay, so transitive verbs are action verbs that have an object to receive their action, whereas intransitive verb are action verb, but unlike transitive verb, they do not have an object receiving the action. Like example, the pirates laughed heartily. Now laughed is the verb here. Now the pirates laughed. Laughed what? They just laughed. So there is no need of transferring the action from one person to another. So it is intransitive verb. But transitive verb, the pirates found the treasure. The pirates found. Found is the verb here. So what did they found? What did they find? They found the treasure. So now this action got transferred from the pirates to the treasure, right? So what transitive verb does? Transitive verbs, they transfer their action, whereas in intransitive verb they do not transfer their actions. So whenever, in whichever sentence you see that an action is being transferred from subject to object, that is known to be as transitive verb, whereas where you see that the action is not yet been transferred but it makes complete sense without transferring it, that is known to be as intransitive verb. Now next we will see in your page number 110 of your grammar book about verbs of incomplete predication. Now, what are verbs of incomplete predication? Verbs that need a word or a phrase. We all know what is a phrase, right? So, the verbs that need a word or a phrase to make complete sense are called verbs of incomplete predication or incomplete verbs. The word or the phrase so added is called the complement of the verb. Okay, so now there is a difference. Verb that need a word or phrase to make complete sense are known as verbs of incomplete predication, and the word and phrase which is added with the verb that are known to be as complement of the verb. Okay, for example, Sam is a banker. Okay, Sam is a banker. So a banker is known to be as complement. What is Sam? Sam is a banker. Sam is, yes, Sam. But what he is? He is a banker. Okay. Now next we will see about subject complement. Okay. Now complements are given. As we see, the word or phrases are added, and the word and phrases whatever are added, they are known to be as complement of verb. So Sam is a banker is a complement. Now there are two types. One is subject complement and another is objective complement. Okay, so first let us see subject complement. So what is subject complements? So the first thing, one example as you can see on your screen is the box is a present. Now the subject is the box, linking verb is, and subject complement is a present, means the box is. What is the box? The box is a present, so it is complementing the subject. What is a present? The box is a present, so the subject is being complemented by a present, so it is known as subject complement. Now second example, the box smells funny. What smells funny? The box smells funny, so that is known to be a subject complement. Okay, another example, her parents were very happy. So the words very happy tells us something about the subject, parents. So very happy is a subjective complement. So whatever tells you about subject is known to be a subjective complement, and whatever tells you about object is known to be as objective complement. Now a word follows a direct object to rename it or state what it has become. Now chocolate makes Tanya happy. Chocolate makes Tanya happy. Tanya is direct object. What makes Tanya happy? Chocolate makes Tanya happy. Now Tanya is becoming happy. So object complement will be happy, means her. Another example, if I say her parents named her Polly. Now subject is her parents, object is Polly. Now Polly, object, what is happening to Polly? Her parents named her Polly, means something is being something tells us about something, means in the second sentence the word Polly tells us something about the object her. So Polly is an objective complement. Okay, her parents named her Polly. So her is the direct object and Polly is the object complements, means subject her parents named her. Her parents named her. What name? Polly. So her is the object and Polly is the object complement. So in this way, when something tells us about the subject, defines a subject, that is known to be a subject complement, and when a word or phrase defines an object, that is known to be as objective complement. Means if a simple example, a simple definition, if I say it is said to be as words that tell us something about the subject are called subjective complements, whereas words that tell us something about the object are called to be as objective complements. So in this way, I hope that you understood what is transitive and intransitive verb. First of all, we all know what are verbs. So we know what are verbs. Now we also know what are transitive and intransitive verbs. In transitive verbs, the action of the verb are transferred from the subject to the object, whereas in intransitive word, the verb itself makes a complete sense without transferring the action anywhere else. And then now verb, it needs some words and phrases to make complement of the sentence. For means incomplete predication, as we saw, verbs of incomplete predication and the word and phrases so added are known as complement of the verb. And now this complement of the verb are further classified into two parts, that is subject complement and objective complement. And the difference is word or phrase that tells something about the subject are known to be a subjective complement, whereas word or phrase that tells something about the object are known to be as objective complements. I believe that you understood this chapter very well. So if you have any doubt related to this chapter, first read the chapter very carefully. The PDF, the notes and assignment, everything has been sent to you. So go through all the notes, go through all the questions. If you have any doubt related to any of the uh, question or any particular specific area where you do not understand what is happening, write it down so that whenever we meet for Q&A session of this particular chapter, we can discuss it together and all the doubts can be cleared for you. Okay, so until we meet again, take care of yourself, stay at home and stay safe.